Today, for the second installment of Dan Does Korea, I thought I would take you guys on my daily commute to work. So I've already had my morning coffee on the roof. I've got my keys, got my wallet, got my cell phone, got my lunch, and I'm ready to go. So let's go to work. All right, here we are in the parking garage. Notice anything unusual about the cars? I'd say about 90% of the cars in Korea are either white or black, with a few silvers thrown in, a little bit strange. All right, here on the left, we've got my trusty steed, and on the right, my rusty van in need of an upgrade. All right, I just gotta switch over cameras and then we'll head to work. Okay. So the ride to work is almost exactly 2 kilometers. If I walk it, it takes me 20-25 minutes. If I run, which I've done before, run home from work, it takes me about 9 minutes. And on the bike, anywhere from 4 to, I'd say 8 minutes, depending on red lights. Usually I'd have some music playing, but I don't know how these copyright laws work on YouTube, so I'm not even gonna bother. I don't have a license plate on the front of my bike, so anytime there's something like this, I gotta wait for the security guys to let me out. They usually don't take too long, they're pretty quick on the draw. There's 2 routes that I take to work. The one I'm taking you on today is the one I take, I'd say 90% of the time. We just started monsoon season, known here as Jangma. So this might be the only day of the week where I get to actually ride the bike to work without having to worry about rain. So this neighborhood is fairly new. I'd say all the buildings in this area are maybe 6 or 7 years old or newer. I remember when I first arrived in Korea, I had a shuttle van take me from the airport to my old house, and we drove by this on the highway, and I remember I was amazed. I saw like maybe 40 or 50 construction cranes in this area and no tall buildings. So it's really grown up, or been built up, I should say. It's largely residential, so you'll see lots of apartment buildings and schools. Coming up on the right is a high school where I have some former students attending. Sometimes I'll see them out walking lunchtime. So shout out to Junie. I've seen her a couple times here. Yeah, it's the high school on the right. There's a middle school and an elementary school to the left. Library's up here on the right. up here on the right is a franchise store called No Brand, which is very similar to Canada's No Name brand. I don't know if you can see it here on the right with the yellow. That's where I buy my coffee. It's nice and cheap. Sometimes I buy some frozen chicken there too. All right, we're leaving my neighborhood, Gwangyo, and now we're entering Sangyungdong, which is my work building area and where I'd say the majority of my students live. I'm doing okay with the lights so far. This is going to be a quick ride to work. Usually I wouldn't say usually, I often see students either walking to school or from school, or it's always nice to see them on the street, give them a honk and a wave. I don't think this time of day I'm going to see any. So it's Monday, and I start work at 1:30 today, but right now it's only 11:15. So I always go early to work. I'm always the first one there. My gym is in the same building as my work, so I'll go early and I'll go to the gym, and then I get to work early. I like doing my work before I teach, getting all my marking done, and I put a lot of energy into my lessons, so I'm always so tired by the end of teaching. I don't have much mental brain power left to do much of, to do any marking or anything like that. And it's nice and quiet. I work better on that stuff when it's nice and quiet. So, my work building, there's actually two buildings, Building A, Building B. And up until about a year ago, we were in Building A. And then we moved, we upgrade spaces, everything is nice and shiny and new now. Oh, I'm gonna get this red light. Yeah, so my old work was on the 5th floor of the building ahead of us, and my new work is just to the right in the B building. The work building has a lot of, I would say, like doctor's offices, dentist offices, clinics, skin clinics, a lot of academies, all kinds of academies, English, math, music, taekwondo, sword fighting, Commute it's called, and a lot of like Pilates and curves for women, stuff like that. Actually, my classroom shares a wall with a piano academy, so I get to listen to kids practicing piano through the wall while I teach. Kind of nice. I like it. Reminds me way back when I took piano lessons. All right, light's gonna change in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yeah. To any of my old friends who used to live in Korea and worked at Avalon, it's still there, you'll see in a second. They've switched from 2 floors down to 1, they downgraded, but it's still there. Man, it's weird riding with no music. This is my work building on the right. here is like man on a day, which is about 10 bucks. 10 bucks to park for the day. Of course, you get a discount if you go out and visit one of the businesses. But for a motorcycle, it's free, just like everywhere else in Korea. That's one of the bonuses of having a bike, is you never have to worry about parking. You can park anywhere. I even have like a designated parking spot. Oh, my bike might have set that car alarm off. All right, let me switch over switch the camera over. I'll see you in a second. Okay, just put my helmet away. I've got my mask on, and we got a short elevator ride up. Now, I'm still not used to this whole walking around with a camera and a microphone and talking to myself in public. It's gonna take some getting used to. So I might not talk in the elevator if there's other people there. Maybe I'll put on some music or something like that. Yeah. All right, let's go up. See, black, white, black, white, black, white, silver. Oh, there's a red car. Rare sighting. And here we are. I told you I'd take you door to door, so here we are. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments or anything you want to see in future videos, please let me know in the comment section. Time to start work.